Hello everybody. I hope everyone is having a wonderful fall, and I wanted to just share with you some updates on what I'm working on. Right now I'm working on Charlie's call log records to make you another pie chart of who he's talking to from his call logs. I do not have actual phone calls. Believe me, I've tried to get them and I have been denied. And also waiting on some of Katherine's prison files and also Sigfredo's prison files. And I am in touch with the prison. They are in the process of trying to get that information to me and me to get them the proper paperwork. And also I will be asking for more updates on Charlie's October jail file. And I wanted to share with you guys something that I remember from school. One of my professors said to us, he said, you ever see on the news like a fluff news story? It just means that they had no story, or maybe the world just needed some good to share. So I know that a lot of the channels covering this case, we've slowed down a little bit because there's just no new filings in Charlie's file or no news right now. Sometimes no news can be good news, and it can only allow us to speculate of what's going on behind closed doors, and we're not criticizing any of the defense or people who are involved in this case, whether they wanted to be or didn't want to be. There's just not a whole ton of news, you guys, and I hope that you're enjoying YouTube and scrolling and through watching other cases and staying alert. And also, you guys seem to be interested in cases of like conflict of interest or cases that seem to have some sort of injustice. And just as a side note, I have ordered Dan Markel's book from Amazon, Privilege or Punish, and I'm going to be reading that and sharing with you guys maybe some excerpts. I know Judy has that book as well, but I cannot wait to get it. So it's just such an accomplished family, like the Markel family, and his mother has written, I believe, 9 books. So I want to finish her book, finish Ruth Markel's book, and also share some insights and quotes from that book with you guys as well. Without giving too much away, I want you guys to buy the book as well. Another case that I've been working on, you guys, is the Ellen Greenberg case. And a lot of the people that follow this channel, I know that some of you are Jewish by heritage and by choice. I am as well, and I think that that's one reason that I tend to care a lot about the Dan Markel murder, but I also really care a lot about the Ellen Greenberg murder as well. And that case has been on my mind, and if you want to take a deep dive into the Ellen Greenberg case, she was said to have stabbed herself 20 times, I believe around the time of like 2013, very similar time to when Dan Markel was killed. If you want to take a deep dive, I definitely recommend you check out True Crime by Gavin Fish, and he has tons of videos on it to get familiar with it. I want to be doing updates of Ellen's case every year or so, but there is a huge conflict of interest in her case as well. I want to do updates about that moving forward. So let's just jump right into the next part of the 20 question series. And I think that this is a great opportunity to do updates and just to kind of share our frustrations about the case. This will be a chance for us to talk in the comments about the Charles Adelson trial and the Dan Markel murder in general. So let me get to question number 6. And the question is, why does Wendi defend Charlie? Why is Wendi defending Charlie? And if you guys want to check out the video, is Wendi afraid of Charlie? I think that we kind of answered that question by saying, well, yeah, she's afraid of him if he knows information on her, and she's afraid of him if he's lying about having information on her. Either way, she's just definitely trying to cover her own bases of like how involved she was in the murder of her ex-husband, Dan Markel. So we definitely wonder, why is Wendi defending Charlie, or why is Wendi afraid of Charlie? And it's either one of those two. He knows a lot, or he could lie about her. Question number 7 is, how involved was Donna? And I hope that you guys checked out Donna's evidence part 2 and those wiretaps. Man, were they incriminating or what? And we're just like watching our watches of like, when is Donna gonna be arrested? There's definitely overwhelming evidence, and probably, guys, evidence we don't even know about. So there might be a Donna's evidence part 3. So stay tuned. All right, so question number 8. was Harvey Adelson involved? We've heard the Metzuri wiretap, and it's so incriminating, you guys. And if you want to check out Harvey's evidence, Harvey only has Harvey's evidence part 1, unless that there's evidence that we don't know about. But, you know, so far, I've got Donna's evidence part 2, I've got Charlie's evidence part 2. So they seem the most guilty to me. So, you know, how involved was Harvey? You know, he might get accessory after the fact. It looks like maybe he could. So they're probably hoping that Charlie is just quiet, and that's probably why they have these expensive lawyers taking good care of him. All right, so question number 9, will Charlie be convicted? You know, we know that Charlie has a lot of evidence against him, but the biggest question is, you know, will the jury feel the same way? I'm thinking the only way that Charlie could get out of these charges is if he were to kind of throw some kind of Hail Mary, like the same thing that Casey Anthony did, saying at the very end, like it was an accident. But I don't think there's any way that Charles Adelson could say that this was an accident, that he didn't intend for this to happen, because there was 2 trips to Tallahassee. So, you know, it would take a jury full of like women who were obsessed with Charlie or fall for his looks, which he doesn't quite look the same as he did, but maybe if he's doing like push-ups or sit-ups and smiling at the jury. But I really don't think that that's going to work, you guys. There's so much overwhelming evidence against him. So his defense team has a lot of work on their hands to try to come up with a defense. And then that leads me to question number 10 out of our 20 questions is, what will Charlie's defense be? And I hope you guys stay tuned for this video that I'm working on, delays in the Charles Adelson trial. And we'll be asking the question, what delays are they going to use? Because I hate to say it, you guys, but I really think Charlie's best defense is going to be his delays. Can he delay his trial and give his parents more time and Wendi more time to be free? I think that that is why his parents are paying for such good lawyers who are going to look for every little detail to delay the trial. And I'm going to talk about those delays in another video. I think you guys probably have a good idea what those delays will probably involve. 57,000 documents and all of the depositions that they'll be taking of like over 30 witnesses, like key witnesses that they're going to have to depose. And definitely stay tuned for that community post that I'm going to post about what you think Charlie's delays are going to be. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you are having such an enjoyable fall and going into the holiday season and just being as kind as we can be to one another. And that's definitely what the holidays are all about. Everyone in this group is so nice and warm to each other. Let's continue that moving forward, even if this news gets stale and stagnant and it moves so slow. You know, we can just give each other, you know, high fives and fist bumps as justice rolls forward. And I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching and liking and subscribing.